Okay guys, this video is about a Predator 3500 leaking fuel. Now I all of a sudden saw some fuel leakage down here. Thought it was oil at first, but it's fuel. So I removed the cover. First I removed the oil fill cover from here. It goes in with two prongs like that in the slots. Really easy like that. But you know what? You don't have to remove that because the threads for that screw lie right here in this. So you can just take the whole thing off. And it's simply three prongs right here. Those three prongs. And they go in these three holes. 1, 2, 3. So you slip them in there. And then there's a couple of prongs here, one there and one there, that just go in some rubber grommets here, there, and there. You just push them in or pull them out. You might want to get a little screwdriver once that cover's on or something. Just give a little pry out, boom, and they'll pop out. Then there's two screws, one there and one there. And you know what? Where'd I put my two screws? Oh yeah, the two screws stay in here. They tend to stay in here. Other screws don't stay in. But yeah, when this was on like this, the Predator 3500, there's one screw there and one screw there. And so far they've tended to stay in. So, and my fingernails couldn't get them out, so I just left them in, but they don't pop out. But be careful of them, whatever you do. So I removed that cover, and I noticed fuel leaking. I said, what's going on? Some people might say, what in the world? But I just said, what's going on with this? After that, I said, what in the world? Anyway, yeah, man, it was leaking from this pipe right here, this tube. Right down here, and then, you know, and it was even leaking from the air cleaner. I said, what in the world I got going on? Like I told you before. So I thought, man, well, what happened was, first I thought it was oil. Hey, is my cap on, my oil cap? Yeah, it was screwed in tight. Everything was fine there. And then I realized something. Well, this morning it ran out of gas. It was running all night. They say the runtime on this is 11 hours and so many minutes with a 2.6 gallon tank. So, well, it ran out of gas, so I got out here this morning, filled it up with gas, right? You know, like it is now. You can kind of see where the red gas gauge is right there, back and forth. Well, it's almost full. One thing you don't want to do is fill these too much, because when you overflow them, they go down a tube and through this. From some videos that I saw, they go through this here. I'm not really sure what that is. I've heard it before, but can't remember exactly what I heard. So, but anyway, you don't want to overfill it. Just get it to where it's almost full, and don't worry about it. You don't want to spill it all over the place, you know. But anyway, so getting back to what's going on. Well, I saw it dripping fuel. It ran out of gas, and so I filled it with gas. And then I started messing around a little bit, and after about a half hour, and I saw it dripping fuel. Like I said, it was dripping from this. It was dripping from the air cleaner, which the air cleaner just snaps off like most air cleaners do, you know. I'll just put that back like so. Let me put that back now. Hopefully it's pretty easy. Yep, just snaps right back, no problem, see? Well, the problem with the leaking fuel was the start button was on, you know? The button, you can barely see it in my setup. It's back over there. You know, it's right here where my finger's going. I'm touching it right now. There it is. That button. Off is straight up. Run is the next one down. And then start. Well, start is for choke when you first started in the cold. And you either pull it or push the button for the electric start to do it. Once it starts up, you put it to the start position. Well, if you run out of gas and you fill it up and forget to put it to the off position, since it's in the start position, it lets gas flow through, and it was leaking. So that's what the problem was. I put it in the off position. As soon as I put that in the off position, the gas stopped leaking. So that was what the problem was. As far as in my case, when it was leaking from this drain tube right here. There's another drain tube over here, but I saw it leaking here and then dripping out of there. So when I put it in the off position, it stopped. So just to be sure, let me start it up and be sure that it don't leak after I start it, just in case. So let me put it to the, I'm just gonna put it to the run position because it's pretty warm. It should start. Here you go. What in the world? Never did that before. That's scary. What's going on there? Let me put it to the start position. Ain't gonna matter, but still. Oh wow, that's another problem. That didn't do that. And there it is, leaking gas again. See that? It's kind of like locked up or something. It was running fine before it ran out of gas. Have no idea. I'm gonna have to take the generator and put it on the ground and try the pull cord and see if it's seized up or something. But I really can't figure this one out. This is crazy. I got it in the off position, see? And now it's not leaking anymore. Not a good deal. Okay, I've got to take it off and work on it some more. I'll get back with you, tell you what's going on.